You told the business what they wanted to hear, not what was right or true or best for the customer or user.
So talking about some of those Deming principles, right? We've lost sight of those.
Oh, yeah.
Why? Let's talk about quality specifically. Why do you think the shift of focus is away from quality and all these other factors?
Well, this part's going to sting for some people. What I've kind of come to the conclusion is there's a bunch of people online who fall into this category. They are 100% not employable by any organization. They would never be hired. They are pretty much retired. If you look at who they are, the last time they were in the game was 10 years ago, 20 years ago. Some of them have never even been inside of a large organization as a change maker like you or I. They've never seen the effects of the goofy things that they're saying. And they've never endured the disrespect and these environments of low psychological safety and very low intellectual honesty, right? So you're promoting all of these people. What you did is you told the world that all they needed was 1/3 of the three-legged stool in the form of design, and that's the only design you need. You don't need a researcher. You just need a production monkey. You need someone to go into Figma and create buttons for you at your behest and design what you want them to design, okay? Because you said that that's what you wanted, all of a sudden, all these boot camps rose up to meet that need. In the last 10 years, they just blew up, and the reason why they blew up is you told the business what they wanted to hear, not what was right or true or best for the customer or user. You told them what they wanted to hear, which was design is wacky, research takes too long, screw all these researchers who think they need 3-6 months to do some discovery. But we just need to build stuff and test it on people. We're going to go live with it. We're going to push it live, and we're just going to test it out in the wild. Yeah. Was that Bill O'Reilly that had that video?
Fuck it. Let's do it live.
That's exactly what business and PMs have become. They've become goofy ass Bill O'Reilly. It's just ridiculous. And the thing is that right there has been a huge problem. My wife and I just watched this show. It's a few years old, but it was called, I think, Dark Water or something like that with Mark Ruffalo. And it's about the Teflon scam. It was about how DuPont was making Teflon and they were just belching the filth into the water, into the local water table. They paid this old guy because he had a giant farm up there. So they dug up all this toxic waste from making Teflon and they buried it on his property, and it killed him. It killed him and his wife. It killed all these animals. And it was just amazing. It's a true story. You should watch it. It's amazing. But never before in history have we had this level of harm that seems to just be like the Purdue and the McKinsey thing with the OxyContin and all of these types of things. 800 cars, 900 cars blown up and caught fire. If that were anything else at any other time, you'd have watchdog groups come in. Somebody would stop that stuff, but it isn't being stopped because what we're telling everyone is it's okay to put profit over people's lives.
Sounds like it's a little bit of gaslighting.
There's a lot of that. There's a whole lot of that going on. And if you stand up and if you stand in the gap between a business doing harm and the customer user, you are going to be labeled a rabble rouser. You're going to be labeled someone who's a problem, and you're going to be on your way out, especially when there's multiple rounds of layoffs. This is when they cull all the potential whistleblowers with the good boys and girls. You know, they're like, okay, we got a Boy Scout over here on Team X. We need to get rid of this guy. He's talking about people's feelings and doing right by them and stuff. I don't know what all this empathy shit is, but we need to get rid of it post haste because it doesn't sound like profit.
Check out all my interviews with industry leaders on BlatzChatz.